Hi, I'm Chen Kaiwen from First Translation Group, the second batch. I picked topic 3 and 4, and I want to talk about my thoughts on topic 4 first. For films like Kylie Blues, The Coffee in the Mountain, and What's in the Darkness, as they are shown in the Chinese cinemas, they won a pretty high reputation, but at the same time, they had a very poor box office. Personally speaking, I consider this situation as a normal and a very necessary path of the development of Chinese film industry. I think such a situation is caused by two main factors. One is about our film theaters, and another one is about our audience. So I think the high reputation proves the high qualities of those independent films from the professional aspects. However, I still remember that during the last summer break, I tried to watch Kylie Blues. Ironically, the closest film theater to my home only showed that film once a day at 9 a.m. and which made it really tough for me because I have to wake up really early to watch that film. And it's even impossible for my parents to watch that film because they have to go to work. So from the perspective from cinemas, I think blockbusters like superhero films they can attract much more audience, and it's reasonable to allocate most of the raw volume to those blockbusters. However, this doesn't mean that we can ignore the importance of independent films as a very important part of the film ecology. I think the problem here is the diversification of our film market. I'm now studying film in America, and here the film theaters are mainly divided into two kinds. One is commercial theaters like AMC, and another kind is the independent art theaters. Even though most of the art theaters are running under a very low budget, but the existence of those kind of theaters will allow audience like me who like those films can watch art and independent films at any time with no limitations. So I think from the perspective of cinemas, they really should take the responsibility to spread this kind of film, because leading by directors like Wang Xiaoshuai, prominent filmmakers are trying to start the art theater project in China. So I think we do have reason to believe that in the future, Chinese independent art films will have their exclusive theater. From the perspective of audience, under the boom of Chinese industry in recent years, people are obsessed with those fantastic visual effects, but as Chinese audience don't have a very solid tradition of watching independent films, and due to the lack of art and film education, it's really hard for most of our audience to appreciate those pretty profound films from multiple perspectives other than the plot. However, I think it's our filmmakers' responsibility to share those excellent films and the experience of watching them with our audience. And that actually partially helped me answer topic 3, why First Film Festival attracts me so much. Based on activities like public screening in different cities, First Film Festival not only help young filmmakers like me to start their film careers, but also spread another possibilities of films. I think as a film festival focus mostly on young filmmakers, first embraces film with different genres, different narrative forms, and even controversial topics. And this from another perspective actually encourage the development of diversification of films. For instance, films like Exorcism, if it's not first, such kind of film will even not have a chance to be shown to the audience and become one of the best horror films in Chinese history. So I think rather than just being a form of entertainment, first is trying to tell the Chinese audience that film can also play a role in many different important functions, like reflecting the reality, documenting the history, and even experimenting the borders and barriers of art. So overall, as a filmmaker, or even more as a film lover, I'm really eager to take my own responsibility to serve for First International Film Festival to my beloved films. And that's all. Thank you.